Alright, what's up guys, it's Tube and this is wild. Sinnoh Remix just got announced and the graphics are, this is crazy. The graphics are literal chibis. And I don't know how to feel about it. I like it. Let me go through with you guys. We'll break down this trailer. Dude, this is wild. So the first thing is that it is a faithful remake to the original Ruby and Sapphire, so that they maintain that up-down view. And Game Freak did this weird thing where they still show that they can make a Sun and Moon graphic-like game, and they literally show it Pokemon Legends Arceus, which the Chinese leaker called it Pokemon Legends of Arceus. Like 40 minutes before the stream, I got a bunch of videos showing that. So going into this, my impression was that Diamond and Pearl remakes would have those kinds of graphics, but the last thing I expected was Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Brilliant, you think of shelf names like Sky Diamond. I don't like the way that made sense, but it looked good on a shelf. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Brilliant Diamond is so weird. Shining Pearl sounds cool, but I did not expect them to go with these names. I was making fun of names just like this that you guys are putting in the comments. But let's go through this trailer. So first off, they threw so much filler in the beginning. This is wild. This is wild what's going on. Chibi Dawn. Let's go through this slowly. So she's watching, you know, this is the beginning of the game where she's watching that Gyarados broadcast. It might even be the platinum version. She's got her computer, some Sinnoh tree ranges as the background. It is exactly Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and I'm such a huge fan of it. I'm a fan of the up-down view just because there's two sides to the fan base, one that likes the classic look and one that digs just improving graphics all the time. This is kind of a best of both worlds, like that new Zelda game in the classic format but done in 3D, and it looks good. Like, I'm a fan of it. This brings me back to Heart Gold and Soul Silver vibes. It's just so weird because we got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire in the same graphics as X and Y, but for these games it's totally not the same graphics as Sword and Shield, and I feel like that's a good thing, and I'll explain later in this video. But first we gotta go through this, man. Some of this stuff is sick. Going through the grass like this, a part of me wants it to look like Sword and Shield, just so it feels like a brand new game when I'm playing it. But I gotta let this sit on my mind more. The battle screen looks really good. This is one of the best parts of it. And now, one complaint I'll say about the battle screen is, remember I made that video, the rant about 3D Pokemon models, and how I really want them to change the animations. Dude, they did not change the animations. I know that Geodude animation, I know that Turtwig animation. These are the same assets they used in Pokemon X and Y in 2013. They've just carried it on every single game, and it's here too. Now, the gameplay isn't final, so they could improve it. They could change all the animations, and this could just be something they're showing off as a trial. It totally could be the case. There's so many things changed about X and Y from the trailers, and Giratina from the Platinum trailers back in 2009. Dawn, everything looks so bright and vibrant. See, look, once you get into the battle screen, like, he looks sick. But I dig this overworld, man. Slight size differences. Rowan looks a bit bigger. It's just that 2D Diamond and Pearl with the tilted camera, so everything's in 3D. My only gripe is something about the characters looking a bit off. Like, this is not a bad idea at all. I don't have a problem with the chibi characters. I like the way things looked in X and Y and Auras. But I think there's something about this that reminds me of, like, those toys that they stand straight when you try to move them. Like, I don't know if their lower half is too small or something. They literally try to redo the sprite size. Oh, the windmills. You know, if you take a second and instead of looking at the character models, you look at the background and the places, this looks super good. This looks so good for a Pokemon game. It's just a weird step up after showing us Sword and Shield. You know what? Hold up. I'm getting a part of my gripes. So watch this dude walking through the mines, right? You see that? There's something about the face that is just stagnant. I'm gonna take it as the facial expressions and such are prototyped. It looks better in different parts of the trailer. This is sick though. This is sick. I like this. I like to see that Garchomp, that Lucario, we've seen them already. Yeah, so the moves, they all mostly look the same and sound the same. But in terms of the way the camera rotates, it seems that the camera rotates on this plane where it's just the two Pokemon. It doesn't zoom out and all over the place like in Sword and Shield. So they really try to give that classic feel from the DS Pokemon games. The last thing they show you is that statue from Eterna City. And in the original games, this statue combined the sprites of both Dialga and Palkia. The idea being that no one knows the legend. No one knows what it looks like. It's just rumors of a time and space god, and then Cyrus goes and actually uncovers it like a badass, except he's crazy. They did it. They combined Dialga and Palkia again. He's on all fours and he's got the wings. They combined him. They did a pretty good job there. It's crazy. Like, the entire game looks super good. The battle screen especially. But I think there's something, I gotta be honest. First off, I'm digging it. Now in Pro Remakes, I told y'all, it looks super good. But There's something about the chibis that I think they need to improve a bit. I don't care, keep the size, just make them a bit more animated. Brilliant Diamond. Shining Pearl. This is a 4chan leak, man. Brilliant Diamond does not sound legit. Brilliant Diamond, all jagged because diamonds are sharp. Shining Pearl, all smooth like a pearl is. It's so weird. Everything about these games, down to the core, is a 3D approach to 2D games. Even the logos, this is an upgraded version of the 2006 logos. It doesn't take the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire logo approach. This is exactly Pokemon Diamond version. The same font, the same way it looks, you just added Brilliant. And the same thing with Pearl. God, this is such an odd take. Now, the last thing to mention that isn't shown in the trailer they uploaded is that this game is developed by a different company. It's developed by ILCA, but also Game Freak. Game Freak is still involved, and it's not just any Game Freak, it's Masuda, the big dog who composes all the music. He's back. Omri directed Sword and Shield. Junichi Masuda himself is back for these games. He's also the one who directed Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl in 2006. So I think they partnered up with this company to try to create that 2D, 3D Diamond Pearl chibi vibe. And I think it's their full force. I think this is their big game. It's just weird that they showed ILCA before Junichi Masuda in terms of the creators of this game. Something about the chibi just screams prototype. Everything else about the game looks fine. But yeah, the biggest things people are talking about, first off, everyone is so sentient now. The official Pokemon channel, Sinnoh remakes confirmed. Couple things to note, guys. They did not show Dialga or Palkia in that trailer. This being the launch trailer, this being what's gonna be in the headlines and bring in a lot of their initial hype, they would show Dialga and Palkia. They're good looking Pokemon that work as the cover. They would look good in all the news sites behind these logos, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So I think it's possible there's a reason they're hiding Dialga and Palkia, because there's some sort of form change for them. The biggest thing is when you look at these graphics, it does remind you of the Let's Go. Dude, this is crazy. It does remind you of Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, but it's nothing like that. The vibrant graphics and all, it might remind you of it, but I'm telling you, this is their main big game. Game Freak is not going to take the spotlight or the torch away from the main series and the remake series that they have going, not including the Let's Go remake series. That's something entirely different. The Oraz, Heart Gold, Fire Red line, which Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are now a part of, this is their full force. They're gonna put their full work into it. The one reason that I'm excited for these graphics is that, hey, yo, man, like, this is actually sick. I gotta save this for another video, man. I'm gonna save this for another video. Okay, just bear with me. It'll be probably later today. I think there's a good hint about Dynamax versus Megas in these games, and it's a good hint, so you'll get that. You would not have expected these graphics to literally be 3D fight in the Diamond Pro remakes. Alright guys, shank that like button, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in a couple hours with that Mega Evolution potentially video. See you on the next video. Peace.
This the sound of my alchemy, the greatest success for all those who fell for me. I always respect the friends who wish well for me and live until the end and die. All time will tell for me, but I ain't going anywhere, believe me.